Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot reading with me. I'm Ashley Rose, and this is your Daily Tarot reading for Thursday, October 13th, 2022. We have the 13th today, so that's 1 + 3 is 4, and 4 is about stability, structure, securities, the way that we feel grounded, the way that we feel supported, and how we really feel secure in our life, in our environment, in our relationships. We have split the deck, Queen of Cups, the Lovers at the bottom. Okay, but before I get into the day, I just want to say I feel like the beginning of the day might feel a little rough, or we may feel a little emotional because right before I was making this video, I don't know, I just had a lot of emotion I needed to release. Like I came to sit down, and then I just felt the need to cry. And so we might have these feelings come up today that we need to release, that we need to be aware of, and so that we can push through. Because today we have the 10 of Swords in reverse and then the 6 of Cups. And the 10 of Swords in reverse is exactly that energy that I was feeling, that I'm talking about. I'm not surprised that it popped out at all. It's that when the 10 of Swords is this way, when it's upright, this is feeling like you are down on the ground, the dumps, you've hit the bottom, right? Like rock bottom feeling. And all of these swords are in your back. You have all these ideas, you have all these beliefs, you have all these thoughts. It's like overanalysis paralysis. We're overthinking, we're stuck, we feel stagnant, we feel like, again, this overanalysis paralysis where things just keep playing over and over again, and we keep trying to find the solutions to these issues, these challenges, you know, these things that we're experiencing. But the thing that we need to do is to take these swords out of our back, is to release them, is to let it go, is to let it just be, because we've already hit the bottom of the bottom and there's nowhere else to go but up. And so with it in reverse, we are releasing those things because we are making the decision to move forward despite the fear, despite the anxiety, despite the worry that's happened, because we already know the worst has happened. And if things happen again that aren't, you know, so great, that we have the capability within ourselves to handle them, that we've built the tools, that we have the tool belt to help us, that we can meditate, that we can go work out, that we can, you know, ask a friend for support, that we can, you know, maybe pull our tarot cards or journal or read or do something that, you know, changes the direction of our thoughts so that we can start this new beginning without those worries and fears of the past, right? Because it really is that allowing those things to come to the surface so that we can move and groove through them. Because there's a lot of black in this card, and that means that black is like, you know, dark, but it's also protection. It's also peace. It's also helping that darkness that helps us find the light. And today I really feel like we do that, and we do that, I feel, within our relationships, because we have the 6 of Cups here. And so there's a relationship around us that we can lean on today for support. There's relationships around us that are growing, that are blooming. And it's this like loving, giving relationship here between these like two children. And it could feel like our inner child being sparked, allowing that to come out when we reach that place of joy. And when we fill our own cup, then we then have a cup to give, right? And so it's like this very, I want to say like, again, nostalgic, childlike energy, very giving. And so it's something that we can lean on. It's something that we can ask for support, because 6 is the number for temporary opportunity. It's love, peace, harmony, and balance. So this relationship in our lives today, we can really lean on it. We can, you know, communicate what we've been going through, the feelings that we've been experiencing, and know that this relationship will offer us love. Know that this relationship will nurture us, will support us, will help us bring balance. Because again, how this card talks about protection, if you look back here, you see this little knight. And I see it as it's like walking around, kind of watching the children, right? Protecting it, making sure that they can play and be okay, and they can experience their joy, right? They can feel good about the relationship that they're in. And there's really a temporary opportunity to grow with these relationships. And this card sometimes can also mean like a soulmate, somebody divinely coming in that you are meant to like meet, be in a relationship with, grow with, heal with. So the relationships that we interact with today, really pay attention to the feelings that you're feeling with them. Do they bring you joy? Do they bring you love? Do you feel at peace within them? Because these are going to be the ones that are going to make us feel secure, that are going to help make us feel grounded in what we're doing, that we're going to build a foundation with. And with this Lovers and the Queen of Cups, I love the deck split because I felt like they both had a place in today's reading. It really is a relationship that we can trust, and a relationship that values and sees us for who we are, that knows that, you know, that is this like loving, caring, receptive, intuitive energy that we feel comfortable around, that we know that we're going on a journey with, but it's going to be one for us both to gain from. One other thing about the Six of Cups is there's a lot of yellow in the card. So there's a lot of joy, and even the cloud, the skies are clear. So there's joy to be had. And instead of focusing on this negative, and we were not anymore because the card's in reverse, right? And it's in this release of that negativity, of that stress, of that anxiety, that we can really bring in the joy in our relationship. And if we're already in relationships and we've been feeling stuck, we've been feeling stagnant, we haven't been maybe even feeling the love within our relationship, this is a good day where we can bring that balance and that peace, that love back in, and we have really a temporary opportunity to solidify the connection that we're in, to really restart a new cycle and make the choice to move forward together, because we can see each other's inner child, right? And we value that, right? That's what this Queen of Cups is. Looking at her cup, she's valuing, you know, the special talents, the light, the love that is in one. We acknowledge that in the other, and we honor it, right? We see it as something special. So I think this is a really beautiful day for a lot of growth and a lot of healing to be had when we just kind of put our swords down, right? We put our defenses down and we say, okay, I'm ready to be open. I'm ready to love. I'm ready to be receptive to this relationship and not try to fight it or to be defensive or to push it away anymore. I'm allowing it to come in. So I love that. It's a very beautiful day. And it can feel heavy in the beginning because I think for some of us, it's pushing us to acknowledge some old patterns and some old beliefs that we have about relationships, or even just like what we've been taught in childhood, right? Maybe relationships that we've seen growing up, and now we are in relationships that don't mirror that, or right? Like I grew up in a household of, you know, that's not a good way of, you know, there wasn't really good relationships. I'll just say there weren't great relationships around me to build a solid foundation of relationships in my life. And so now in my relationships, it's my job to prioritize that healthy behavior, prioritize, you know, what a good, healthy, loving relationship looks like to me, and not try to fit in those old boundaries of what I was taught growing up. You know, it can be hard, but it's pushing us to acknowledge that so that we can have the love that we deserve. And so that's really great. And when we add these up, 10 plus 6, 1 is 16, and then 1 plus 6 is 7, and 7 is the mind and creativity. So it's like, how can we soothe our mind today and express what we're feeling through our creativity? And maybe, you know, again, like that's journaling, maybe that's drawing, maybe that's writing a picture, maybe that's, you know, decorating for Halloween, something that turns off that logical brain and ignites that creative brain so that we can find solutions in a less like head-on approach, right? Because sometimes when we're fighting it head-on, we're trying to come up with a solution, we're trying to find the problem, it creates even more chaos, and we just kind of need to let it go. We need to take our attention away from it and just focus on, again, what brings us joy and what ignites that inner child. Because I feel like recently, in the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of inner child work, and even we had that sun on, I think, Tuesday. We had the sun come up on Tuesday, and that was, you know, getting us to be in touch with our inner child and allowing that to be the teacher. So the same way here with our relationships, you know, think about that. So that's where I'm going to leave it. It's going to be a great day. The number for the day is 7. If you'd like to know more about me, what I have going on, you can go to ashleyrose.com. You can follow me on Instagram. That's Ashley Rose Tarot. The links are in the description, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the daily tarot reading.